Subscriptions private. Mark said he's ready. Yes, he's ready.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm
So
ready.
you didn't get anybody for tonight? No takers?
No. Some people sick. Some people actually observing some
Sickness?
Some what?
some they're actually doing the remote or social distancing.
Hashtag
That's when you keep 6 feet away and you don't crowd up a room. Social for the social effect of social distancing.
You act like any European would.
And all community events.
It's a millennial's fault anyway.
Deborah
It's
Beverson.
millennials' fault.
Good Lord. Somebody help me.
Huh.
What's on your mind?
It's not showing.
Well, hello.
What's up? What's up?
Howdy, 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 ho. Howdy, 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 hey.
Dude, you're back.
Give me some audio over there, please.
Hello, hello, hello.
All right, you can pick it up and do you.
Hello.
June was
Nice.
gonna fill in for you.
What?
June was gonna fill in.
Oh, is he coming downstairs
He
right
was
now?
getting all ready.
He was rapping it.
Is he coming downstairs?
He blew his muffler though.
Mom pulled it.
Oh, I'm getting replaced.
Realistically,
Are you guys on?
He can't. He can't do it
He can't hang. Not like you.
because he's too.
Nobody does it better. Third shot is everything you need.
Hey, so it's on YouTube?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Why it's not showing?
That's there. Click the circle. Click our circle.
Circle jerk.
And right there. Wow.
So it is.
What the fuck is wrong with everybody?
We got the social distancing going on.
Yeah, just going around everywhere. Keep
Man,
it
the
going,
streets are-
guys.
Streets are clear. People are out.
No trouble.
Restaurants,
My town is
stores
popping.
are- Your
Everybody's
town
out.
We're breaking ethical code right now. Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
No, it hasn't gotten that bad yet.
They're gonna
But
claim
everybody's
martial law.
everybody's gonna be in shock soon.
Live in the
They already
studio.
are.
Yeah. Well, the panic buyers, which
They're done. Yeah.
They're trying to wipe the problem away, it seems like.
So we have this thing we
See where we're
do.
going there with it?
Yep.
Where's the fucking code?
We hit share and you get the code. Such a tube.
This here?
Yeah, that's the one.
what the fuck is on this microphone?
Oh,
That's
that?
not nasty.
Oh, that? Sorry.
Was there something
A
on
little
it?
bit of Corona,
Some fucking pizza on it or something.
Junie.
Maybe we should show the casting couch.
Ooh. Do we have a location for here? We need to put a location in the.
everyone to know where you live?
No, just put a location and we can throw it off. Pelon's crib, Rialto, California. That'll work. Pelon and Christina's little heaven. Pelon's house, Hawthorne, California.
Did you tag your location like that?
I got
Like
one.
your home location?
It's called El Casito de Guy.
Like for your Wi-Fi or? Oh.
It's no. Well, my Wi-Fi is Nacho Wi-Fi,
Goddamn business.
Oh, not your Wi-Fi.
and then
The
Carnitas El
ones-
Pelon, Tortas del Pelon.
The ones that are like FBI suit or surveillance van, something.
I actually passed
I
on one of those
I
downtown
dare you to
businesses.
hack this.
I was
Challenge
gonna go
accepted.
I was going to walk up and tap on their van to see if they were, hey, what's your
Pelon and Christina's Little Haven in San Bernardino. That's where we're at.
There we go.
They'll be like,
Somewhere
Where?
in the backwoods of San Bernardino.
San Bernardino is all backwoods. What are you talking about? Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Wildemar.
Wildemar.
Horse County. Horse City.
And I would say quiet on the set. Like that. Right in my ear hole.
He's already sharing the love.
It's the Pelon and Chubby Show with Evil Eve, with your hosts Rick Salas, Guy Murray, and Evelyn Esparza, talking about comedy, news, and whatever crosses their mind. It's the Pelon and Chubby Show with Evil Eve.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Well, you didn't hear what?
Your gay ass voice.
My evil dad with evil Eve.
Just kidding.
Marco Day Diamond with evil Eve. It's the Pelon and Chubby Show.
I need to work where you work at, and
I'm working at
some
home
voices.
now.
I'm doing
really.
Yeah.
Like everybody else.
So then, can I get a job doing? I want to be on the fucking.
It's the Pelon and Chubby Show with
Intro.
evil Evelyn. With your host, Rick Salas,
Intro.
Guy Murray, and evil Evelyn Esparza.
Are you recording? Ew,
And
just fucking
we're
spit on the mic.
live.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to the episode of the Pelon and Chubby Show with Evil Evelyn and Mark the Blind Guy. We're here on Wednesday night in the Pelon and Chubby studio amidst the coronavirus. We are surviving barely. We're going to tell our stories of near-death encounters and our battle and trying to find stuff on the shelf and finding alternatives to wiping our ass with no toilet paper in sight. Other than that, we're going to talk about some of the things that have gone on this week, some cool stuff, and see if we see a light at the end of the tunnel for this thing. Again, we are Pelon and Chubby with Evil Evelyn and Mark the Blind Guy. I'm Rick Salas.
I'm Guy Murray.
And I'm Evil Eve.
And I'm Mark the Blind Guy.
Without a microphone.
It's because he can't see
And now
it,
he's
guys.
Mark the Blind Guy.
Please,
Again.
be
He's faking it.
nice.
He's faking it.
All
He's
right.
faking it.
So,
He milks it. He milks
again,
it.
thanks for tuning in. Tell your friends you got time. Tell them to tune in. Tune in to YouTube and type in Pelon and Chubby. Click on the circle. Click the spot.
He doesn't even know what he's talking about. Hit
And,
subscribe, please.
Oh, yeah, subscribe while you're at it.
See?
But click on
Takes
the
us
spot
3 full minutes to get this thing started.
and join us. If you have anything you want to talk about, hit the phone number there. Guy will pick it up. Or you can text in, you can message in, you can do whatever you want. Just get a hold of one of us and ask your question. If you want to come on the show live, by all means, we're ready.
I have a question.
are
What's the
ready.
number?
Question.
760-565-3713. That's 760-JOKES13. That's Pelon and Chubby's hotline.
Which happens to be right on a banner straight across the screen. So, right here.
Yeah,
phone
right
number?
there.
There, in there. 760
I'm on that. I'm not on Facebook right now.
You can see
All right.
Well,
So, Mark, there was no travel restrictions on your flight back from Florida?
we
Oh,
were
hell
hoping
no,
you got
dude.
stuck down there, man.
Hell no, dude. It was,
Down in El
it
Bayou.
goes from like a 200 passenger airplane to like 60, so I was still within that 60-50 limit, but
Right.
everybody had their own bench seat. You know, they could have been like 2 seats in between.
Was everybody looking at that one person that was coughing and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
man?
right though, dude. No, for real.
You're right in the air conditioning duct.
that is
This is a
great beer,
closed
dude.
loop system. There's no fresh air being pumped into this thing for all you growers out there. And
All you growers.
and so there's that one person that has that weed hack that took a couple of rips before they got on the plane. And everybody's looking at them like they're the ones spreading the bird swine flu. whatever
That's
fuck.
the worst person I want to be on a fucking tube with. Someone that's just like funky and they skunky.
Right.
Yeah.
I
right.
can't have it.
Right.
I can't have it. That'd be like
Yeah.
dose mucho.
Well, there he is.
That's why you
live
take.
and form.
That's why you take edibles. Huh.
That's why I do the edibles, and it's just reeking out your pores.
So I was feeling pretty shitty yesterday, and I had a cough that I couldn't shake, and it was hard to breathe. And then I started kind of feeling like I was fading, to the bright light in the sky. So I started giving my going away speeches.
And to my dog, Pepe, take care, boy. And to my wife, I give all my love and trust in my heart. And to my son, Juno, peace, nigga.
Just make sure you pick out somebody that's going to be good to the kids.
That's gonna carry on.
And actually, if you want, you can become a lesbian. It'd be okay with me.
I prefer that. Actually, I prefer that. I can live in heaven on that.
Yeah.
Just loving it.
Yeah, I was giving my going away.
Your last rites.
Yeah. So what my wishes are?
Have you done your will? Have a trust?
No, but I was watching this great show on TV. I don't know if you've ever heard of her, Susie Orman.
I work for her. I do her.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Have you ever known the?
So I'm watching the show, and she makes some great points. I was thinking about
just
picking up the
drills
phone
it in.
and dialing the 800 number and finding
Hi,
out some
Susie.
information.
This is Bill from Alabama. Because I hate when they call and tell you where they're from. But I was wondering if I could get your kit and give it to my cousin and my other cousin and my sister cousin.
It all comes back around again, but you see.
I mean, you say I can share it with my family? Because we doggone darn need some of your protection. Susie, you're so smart.
Yep. So the other night, I guess going to your show, I managed to sneak in one of the last nights of freedom nightlife.
Oh, that was the.
I mean, I think that was that the day, D-Day, or
that was D-Day.
Or was it the next day that there was like no more going out, bars closed?
Oh,
Yeah, no, that was like the
That's
last
us.
one. So we got that one in.
So I got that in. If I never ever get to go out again in my life.
And
I
then
got that in.
surprise. We didn't run our Battle of Sexes show. We just ran through them. We were missing one of the acts, and so we just went through the cycle. We recorded, and then I just opened it up for an open mic. And Mr. Pelon did an impromptu.
Aw.
Woo-hoo!
How was it? I
He
fucking
was-
missed it, dude. I'm sorry. I have my
You
girls. When I have my
freaking
girls, I
missed.
can't.
Yeah, no, it was
Girls
all.
are
You
my
know,
life.
I broke one of my rules.
He did. He
Why?
One of my
stole someone
rules-
else's joke.
What?
What?
I did not.
What?
No, you know where I screwed up?
He's gonna punch you in the
missed
face.
a tag.
No, I never start a show with brand new shit. Like I've never done on
But it was
stage.
an open mic though.
Well,
That's
no,
the
you do
purpose.
it in the middle or at the end.
You started it with.
There's no rules. You fucking go for it and you do whatever you want,
No,
right?
No.
He doesn't
See,
have
the
that.
That's
beginner,
the
the
problem.
sinner, the winner.
I
It's all
do
about how
better
you
when I
treat
don't.
dinner.
There are some rules, and that is one of them, and that's one of my big ones.
You fucking follow
Is
rules?
never start with
Yeah, this guy.
I don't think
with
so.
stuff that you've
Alright.
never tried and you don't know how it's going to do, because it started out a little slow.
I thought the whole point of open mics is to try
No.
your shit.
And then that guy, what's his name? The fucking one that got all pissy
Douchebag
because the
Willie?
lady was talking. Older guy.
Oh,
He's like, I know you from Rich to Stitch. What the fuck's his name?
The bird guy who was on this last one, Mike Bentley and
no,
The other guy.
Mike Bird and who?
Was that
Right?
Jonathan? That
Or
wasn't
no?
Jonathan Bird.
no, that wasn't Jonathan Bird.
Oh.
He got off pace because Bentley was.
The lady was talking. Bentley went, and then he went right after him. What was his name?
Rick Jean.
Yeah. So he made a point
Ray
of
Jean.
Stopping and losing his spot. And
right,
jokes
and then he made a point of like, oh, you started out a little rocky, but then you found you got your rhythm. And whatever. Fuck off. So
Well, he gave you that critique.
And so the one here's the reason I got up there, sort of,
Yeah.
because anytime I see a
Fire in his
microphone,
belly.
anytime I see a microphone, I want to get up there. I just don't.
Beast.
But that chick that was standing there at the
He would
bar
fuck.
on the
Oh,
what's her name?
Sarah
The one that went last or whatever.
Hirschberg.
Yeah. So we were talking about something,
She's listening right
and then she's like, "That's really funny. You should go up there and do my time." Right? And I said,
Oh,
"I think I will."
I think
And
I
she's
will.
like, "What?" Yeah, I think I will. So then I went up there, and you had the other guy, the big guy, cowboy.
the Sandman.
Yeah.
That's what his
What is
stage name. Sandman.
Oh,
Charles Hutchinson. It was funny. He's a karaoke. He's a karaoke going rogue. Wants to be a comic.
yeah. You notice I made the,
You did. You did the serious. I was like, you did the dirt.
but it was fun. It was
great.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And then everything gets shut down, and you're like, shit. Well,
At least I got it in.
Got it in.
I got it in. That might be that could be my last performance ever.
Because he might come down with a coronavirus. And
You know,
you never know.
You think about
You
it.
never know.
that's what you think.
That could be.
This
I
could
mean,
be
you
the end
never
of the
know.
That's
world.
what you're gonna
It's
track.
the end of the
So-
world as we
Well,
know
it's
it.
not.
And I
It's
feel
the
blind.
end of the world and we know it. And Mark's still blind.
But you still think about it. Like you're like, fuck that. That could be the last show I ever do.
I'm
in
going
my
to go
life.
out on that note.
Which I mean, I'd be all right with, I guess.
I mean, I did a hosting bit. I didn't even do any time on the open mic portion. I just wanted to just.
So that was like the first time.
How was it?
Well, that was like the first time I think you've seen me do a set and that you actually semi-approved of it.
It was open mic. I wasn't
Hey,
trying
do
to.
you guys look for approval when you guys go up and
No.
do jokes?
No, I mean,
I mean,
one way. I mean,
everyone's
it's nice
different,
if
so-
everybody is like, sincerely like, oh yeah, it was great, and they mean it. They're not just being fucking leg riders. Then yeah, of course.
What the fuck is a leg rider?
You know the little chihuahua that runs up
you know.
and puts their legs around your leg.
The
And
second you
Oh,
get off the
gosh.
stage, you'll be like, "Oh man, that was like, but you should have do this, to this, to this, to this." Should be busy,
well, just they're always the one like, oh, great set.
Great
And you're
set.
like, dude, that was fucking miserable. You're an idiot.
right.
But whatever.
I bombed, dude. I missed that tag, and I did.
But the guy was like, oh, that was,
it was good.
surprisingly like.
He went.
I was politely
okay.
surprised.
So he walked up there and he goes, "Just so y'all know, I'm not that cool. I actually got a fucked up hip and I'm old, so that's a little limp." And I was like, "That's new. That was new."
Oh, he's using the sick card to get everyone's
No, he did.
everyone's brownie
walked up-
points.
He had a little hat on, had his little red boggin on. He
And I
was-
told him it's not everything is terrible about getting old.
And yeah,
You know.
and then he went right into his bits. And he,
I said-
he says
See-
everything I can attribute it to is
He's
pussy.
I'm a part of the
To
Fantastic
sex.
Four.
He said I can attribute it
Like,
all to sex.
yeah,
I
everything.
gave up acting.
All my problems.
Everything in life revolved around pussy, chasing it, whatever. And
I have
the
not been
problems-
able to get laid by doing comedy. So
all
You
the
spent 9
I
months
said,
kicking your way out of it, and the rest of your life trying to get back in.
I
it.
said all
So
the
it
problems.
goes.
But then you gave me that advice where you were like, I asked you for advice at one time, and the first thing you said was, "Don't sleep with any comedian."
That was like what a comedian.
I was like, "Fuck, you can't
Those
The good
can't
thing is,
assign those
them
types of rules."
the good thing is,
Especially with your dick out, it's like, come on, man, what are you talking about? I'm just testing. Don't sleep with these guys.
most of the ones in San Diego aren't comics anyway, so you don't have to worry about it.
Roasted.
Ho, ho, ho.
I did some new, some old, and it felt very comfortable.
Doesn't it feel fucking great?
Yeah.
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 And you were so cynical, and I feel like you're so happy right now.
I
See?
feel like you have
Well,
to take Viagra
Too bad
before
we're
the show.
fucking might
Right.
get quarantined, but I'm so proud of you. I hope you continue.
Well, what we're gonna do, and Guy had a great idea. It was all Guy's idea.
Quarantine like yourself.
Is we're gonna
He's full
do
of ideas.
the show right here. We're gonna make a stage, probably in the corner, wherever,
Oh shit.
and comics can come
I
in.
be like the interior designer? Because
Whatever.
whoever did this fucking paint job is an idiot.
What's wrong with it?
Oh, if
No
he
me
comes, he
gusta,
said
no
he's
me
coming. If he
gusta.
comes,
It's a
right?
fucking expensive paint job.
Nice guy, all right.
No, the color is just really wrong.
What are you talking about?
So where should we put the stage? Maybe if we turn this table long way, and then put it like right here in the corner,
Yeah. Just a little
and that
step.
way
Just a
we
little
put the
step
camera back there.
Just
You
a
can
little
see
step up. You
us.
can see us.
You can see them.
Man, they don't need to see us, man. I was like, fuck.
What?
No, but that thing is wide. Like if I put the camera over there, you'll be
Or
able
we
to
can sit right
see
here.
them and us. And we can leave the lights where they are,
Right.
and we'll put the stage right here.
That would work.
What do you think?
I think it's gonna turn into a party house on Wednesdays.
Well, then we,
Well, we're going to keep it
Yeah.
less than 10 people.
yeah, we got to keep it less than 10.
Right.
But if they go to martial
like that
law and they
shouldn't be
lock
hard.
us down, then we got to figure something else out.
But still-
that'd be,
Well, then we
People
can
have
do
sh-
it
you know-
where I can record it and then square you guys in.
yeah, we could.
People have shit to do
You don't know how
though
to do that. We're gonna have to set that one up.
on Wednesdays, you know,
What?
or just any day of the week. A lot of people work.
Well,
Who
they-
works? You
When
don't
I think
work.
about it, and
No
like
one's working
people
now.
that are very
Where have you been?
dedicated to Monday through Friday, going out and doing shows, and how like the culture is like drinking and getting a little bit faded, maybe. But you tend to like
Bro, the spice.
before everybody got quarantined, all these things take place at a brewery. So
Right.
or
People are going to just want to get up
Different-
and be seen.
It's called mistakes. Oh,
So the thing about doing it this way is that anybody can see you. And it's recorded. So they can see you anytime or they can see you live.
it's cool.
exactly.
You just got to be able to get over here.
And they can make comments right now.
So right now they can get over, but later on, I don't know.
Get
We'll see.
over it.
But we'll figure it out. If they have a recording device, then
gonna
they can
happen to that
record
van?
themselves.
You should like live in it, make it like a tiny home.
We can do
RV.
that. We just got to get the thing running first.
Ladies and gentlemen, in his own words. Ladies and gentlemen, thankfully, I've spent near enough time compiling this list, but someone else did it for me. January 22nd, we have it totally under control. It's one person from China. It's going to be just fine. February 2nd. We pretty much shut down coming in from China. February 24th.
Darn.
The coronavirus is very much under control in the U.S. Stock market is starting to look very good to me.
Bullshit.
February 25th. CDC and my administration are doing a great job at handling coronavirus. February 23rd. I think it's a problem that's going to go away.
Ooh.
They have studied it. They know very much. In fact,
Geniuses.
we're very close to a vaccine. February 26th. The 15 cases in the
wanna call
United
us?
States within a couple of days is going to go down to close to zero. February 26th. We're going very substantially down. Not
I
up.
already said that. Keep going.
February 27th. One day it's like a miracle. It will disappear. February 28th. We're ordering a lot of supplies. We're ordering a lot of elements that, frankly, we wouldn't be ordering unless it was something like this. But we're ordering a lot of different elements of medical.
What jackass forgot to put toilet paper on the list? Anyway.
March 2nd. You take a solid flu vaccine, you don't think that you could have much of an impact on the corona. March 2nd. A lot of things are happening. A lot of very exciting things are happening, and they're happening very rapidly. March 4th. If we have thousands or hundreds of thousands of people that get better just by, sitting around and even going to work. Some of them go to work, but they get better. March 5th. I never said people are feeling sick should go to work. March 5th again. The United States has, as of now, only 129 cases and 11 deaths. We're working very hard to keep these numbers as low as possible. March 6th. I think we're doing a really good job in this country at keeping it down, and tremendous job at keeping it down. March 6th. Anybody right now and yesterday, anybody that needs a test gets a test. They're there. Their tests are beautiful. The tests are all perfect. The letter was perfect. The transcription was perfect, right? This is what's not as perfect. It's pretty good. March 6th. I like this stuff. I really get it. People are surprised, that they understand. Every one of these doctors said, how do you know so much about this? Maybe it's because I have a natural ability. Maybe I should have done that instead of running for president. March 6th. I don't need to have the numbers doubled because of on one ship, it wasn't our fault. March 8th. We are perfectly coordinated and fine-tuned plan in the White House in our attack on coronavirus. March 9th. This blindsided the world. March 13th. I declare a state of emergency. March 17th. This is a pandemic. Mr. Trump told reporters, I felt it was a pandemic long before it was called a pandemic. March 18th. ... But he's sounding a whole lot more compassionate, like he's actually taking charge. And he said that it's now a war. We got to do everything we can. It's a war. He's preparing us, folks. He's preparing for doom.
It's a conspiracy.
This is why it is so important to think about what you say before you say it. Because like 95% of that could have been avoided if you would have just found out the facts.
The problem is he knew something then. He just didn't take action.
Right. And then if you know something, then don't say something. Like,
There's only 15 cases.
don't lie about
The
it.
one person, a 50-year-old, and when at that point it was the 19, and then we're great, we're doing good. It's just gonna go away.
Yeah.
And so you start backpedaling.
That's the one thing. Like, if you don't know, like if you're out trying to buy something, and somebody asks you a question about the product, and you don't know, but just so you don't sound stupid, you just make shit up. That's when the problems start.
Oh yeah.
And so that's kind of the same concept there. Like, people are asking you questions about, something that's really important right now. It's a big deal. And then you, because you don't want to seem stupid, you start making shit up. That's what, like, if you say anything about the president and like that I could say, if he just, can you please not do that? Because it's hard to tell people that you're not doing a bad job when you do stuff like that. It's hard to be on your side when you do stuff like that. So just be responsible. You are the president of the United States.
Here's the thing, though. He
Act
can
like you've
say
been there
such
before.
Outlandish things. He can say all these things, and he gets a pass, and then everybody's like, "Oh my God, Mr. President,
Yeah.
that's amazing! I did not know." And it's like
Hola.
so much, and you just gonna pass in front of them?
How you doing?
So, what's funny is they said you called it the Chinese virus,
And he keeps saying that,
and so then he thought about it for a minute. He goes, "Fuck, who gets hurt if I said that?
and he keeps on saying,
Do I
it.
care?
He keeps repeating it.
Fuck it.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a Chinese virus."
It's the Chinese virus.
He's like, he did.
He thought about it. You can see that look on his face.
Anybody? Okay, fine. It is the Chinese virus.
Yeah.
Which, whatever, who cares? I could care less too.
I mean,
Don't
if
get your feelings hurt. Your fucking people did it.
If
You
say
sometimes
it's-
got to own
If
up.
you say it's the Italy virus, fine.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you got to own up for the shit that your people do. And I know it's not you.
You don't think this is a blackfish or whatever? A blackfish.
Okay.
Are you
Black
Blackfish,
Mirror
whitefish?
episode.
They kept
Black
Mirror?
Mirror
What is
episode.
Black Mirror?
Whatever.
Oh, someone said this is a sucky episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah.
What
You
is
don't think
that?
a scenario
Black
like
Mirror.
that's
It's
going
a
on?
scenario.
I don't even
like
know
that.
what Black Mirror is. What is
Could
it?
that be real? Like they've been showing movies like this, and then something like that actually happens.
So I
that's
think we're
pretty
being
extreme.
catfished. I think
We've
we're
been
being
waiting for that
catfished.
to
What's up with
happen, like with
5G?
Star
They didn't-
Trek, ever since it came out. That's not
See,
true.
I think they're gonna get us with the technology. 5G is on a lot of the phones now, but it was our race, so we had to take Haiwea and South Korea out of the mix, and so
I feel lost.
Right?
Well,
I know,
okay, like
so-
the
remember
new
we have to do
5G
whatever it takes.
technology that's
5G,
coming in.
They're so advanced. They're so ahead of us. We got to take advantage
No.
of it.
Yes.
But
We have to
The
take them
the
out.
harmful effects that have to do with them putting in 5G is enough to kill people, in my opinion. No, when they're running that much. Have you seen the
have no
effects for
idea.
the
it's just a
5G?
different level
Yeah.
of frequency. And
It is. It's just
But
a
the
broader
EMFs
band.
Yeah, you just get more of
No.
it by a broader signal.
Really? Have you guys not
Yeah.
been reading up on it?
Dude,
Hey,
you get more radiation
I
from the
could give a shit how
Hiroshima
many
plant
people die. I
in
need my
Japan
shit
right now
faster.
than you are through that crap.
I
You
don't
don't
know.
complain about that. No.
So
I just need my internet fast as fuck.
So the race for 5G had to maybe the Corona was like a little sidestep that we have to do this Black Ops thing to slow Korea and China down.
They should play that.
Well, they're doing a
at the end
pretty
of
good
the-
job by shutting America and corporate world down.
I feel like
you know.
everybody's just they're happy to have everybody clear out Walmart so that they can start some camps going on where you have to get vaccinated and
Hey,
They
they-
run
shit.
camps.
They should start playing at the end of the T-Mobile commercials. Like, we're the first with 5G. Side effects could be coronavirus. like the farmer.
So here's the thing: coronavirus is not new.
No.
This is like the 19th iteration of it. This is like
Yeah,
SARS to
dude,
COVID-19.
exactly.
Novel,
COVID-19 is
novel coronavirus.
Because it was 18
Yeah.
before it? Is that
Exactly.
No, it was.
It's like an STD, dude. There's many of them.
what- Oh,
Yeah.
just depends which chick you got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
There's cat scratch fever all the way, you know.
Hey, is
so
this
Are you really
it just
working from
depends
home?
on how far you go back.
I took my phone home and I set it up. My IT guy came and made sure it was working.
Really?
But he fucked up, so I had to do it again.
Hey, is this derivative of swine flu, bird flu?
Yeah, it's called poo. Oh.
Huh?
So it's bigger than. Well, no. Okay, so influenza is still the #1 killer.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's convinced.
Doubt it.
I was a victim.
I would say Tylenol.
It didn't do me
No.
in, but I was a victim.
So social distancing and the number of people in a small space.
Facebook already has that already beat. Oh.
It doesn't look like it, but there is 18 feet in between each one of us right now.
Yeah.
Right? No. I mean, I could
I know it's hard to tell.
slap
It's like
guy
one of those
across the
mirrors
face
on
of my
the truck.
penis. No,
Things may appear to be.
we're that close.
Close. Yeah.
Whatever.
This is a wide
Closer
angle.
than they appear. Yeah.
The camera is just
Wide
making it look like
angle.
we're closer. Really though, he's so far away I can't even see what color his shirt is.
Yeah.
I
me
think there's
neither.
a hidden agenda.
There's a
If
hidden
something bigger
agenda.
does go,
Something
people will
goes
be in
bigger?
shock if you're in a mandatory lockdown
Well,
where you
Kurt-
can't
We
leave
are.
your
People-
house.
Like San Francisco's.
Yeah, it's
there.
locked
Did you
down
see?
right
Did
now.
you see Kurt McHenry's post
Yeah.
Locked down,
about
curfew.
how? What are they really distracting us from?
Right.
You
Yeah,
know?
you got to think about it. But
Any theories?
They're not cleaning anything up in San Francisco since everybody's locked down and are staying home.
Have the homeless been removed from San Francisco? Because I've
No.
noticed a lot of people in my
There's
neighborhood.
a lot more.
There's a lot of
homeless-
activity in my neighborhood, but the homeless are all gone right now, which is
Where
really
did they
weird.
go? Where
Well-
did they go?
Shut up.
Where did they
I'm just
go?
saying, it's
They're under the bridge.
no. I mean, our landlord has been very crazy about it, and yes, we
backyard.
have a lot of theft due to the homelessness around our shopping center.
You know it.
But my point being, like, okay, all this going on, and everybody's panicking around, and shelves are empty anywhere, right? Your city, my city.
No, they're stocking. I mean, you got to go to like the obscure ones. Everybody's hitting Costco and Walmart up because those are the places where the lines are lined up all the way around the freaking
500
like 3
Yeah,
or
that's
4
crazy.
times.
I just keep hearing
But
the
if you
customers
go to,
talk about
you go
it.
To, you go to Ralph's, you go to Vons,
Well-
you go to Albertsons, you go to any other stores. It's not rated. It's not.
Didn't they say that there's
There's
Plenty of
them.
food?
There's plenty of food.
Yeah.
plenty of everything? It's just
The trucks
people are
have to get
buying
there.
5 times what they normally would buy.
Would do.
Who's over?
Wait, can I say something?
You can say
Unless
something.
unless our people,
Who's over?
our line, is, I don't know. No one's over there.
Check.
I see it. Check. I see
No
it.
one's
I
there.
just seen.
You have a whole family upstairs.
That's
Yeah.
exactly why I'm saying that.
Oh yeah, send.
Yeah.
I cannot believe you.
Turn the-
Go behind the camera.
Just turn the light on. Anyway,
And in front of the camera, she goes again.
there's a lot of people.
Do you have water out there?
Like they say, there's a lot of people that are panicking and whatever.
There's no real need to panic, though. I mean, it's like I can
Water.
understand the
Can you
isolation.
grab the water?
People go crazy after just 4 hours of not.
That's gonna be worse than all
Being locked
anything.
down, it's like-
gonna be the isolation.
You can only watch so much Netflix. You can only do so much of this and that, and,
Yeah.
and then you kind of get bored. A lot of people saying there's going to be a population
There's only
explosion.
So many brothers and
Oh,
sisters.
there
you
will
can-
be for sure.
There's going to be a population
Because everybody's
explosion.
locked up in the house.
Nothing else to do.
And nothing else to do but make babies.
I'm
Yeah.
looking for those all those
Those times. Oh.
those good times.
Yeah, why not?
Let the good times
Keep going,
roll.
Mark. Keep going.
That's good times. But it's going to be interesting.
I mean, everything's cleared off. The shelves were like fucking nuts. I was walking around in Florida and everything was just shut down. Nothing. Just nothing. we came on the plane. Usually there's like 200 people deep. It was like 60. Just nothing. Each one of us had their own seat.
Gotta have a little
That was
space.
That was good though.
But when they do, and I guess it's coming sooner because people are starting to be a little bit more defiant. They're going to have to do curfews and
It already is implemented.
implementing forced closures.
If you don't close,
They're already
you will
talking
get a
about a
fine.
stimulus though, which is really good because they're going to help the common people. And they're
Like-
going to send out some money, like they're
like
talking
us.
$1,000 per household, $1,000 per adult in that household. It's like,
Cool.
whoa, that's
Sign me up.
So, but that's to help the economy, though. They don't want any things to sit still. We have
Well,
to
we're
do a
sitting
stimulus.
still.
Rick, you ready for your stimulus check?
Oh. Yeah,
Gotta
I
get
don't
that
even know.
stimulus check,
I
man.
don't know if I get one because the guy was trying to do the math, and talking to the president about it. If there's this many people and there's this much money, how, per household, what's this going to come down to? And he's like, obviously, stupid, not everybody's going to get one, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know what that means for us, but we'll see.
So there's got to be like certain medians, certain
know-
things that have to be met.
When we talk
I don't
about
even
dividends,
care about the money.
If you make more than $200,000 a year, you don't
Right.
need a stimulus.
Dude, here's the thing. Just get rid of the fucking virus thing. Make it safe for everybody. Keep the money. Use it for whatever you need to do.
For research, get
Yeah,
the
whatever.
Don't
I
waste
don't
our
care.
time with
vaccine.
it.
Just
get
fucking
something.
get rid of it so we can get back to work and we don't have to worry about this shit. I don't care about fucking. What am I gonna do with $1,000? How's $1,000 gonna
Waste our
change my
time.
Hey
life?
guys.
They wanted to pump it back into the economy.
Hey guys.
What up?
An old lady hit me
Punch you?
head on in a car accident 2 days ago
What?
or yesterday.
I'm sorry, we
Yesterday?
started talking all this other stuff and didn't get that. I'm so
Head on?
sorry.
Yeah, so I was at the stop sign getting out of my street, going to work, and I went extra fucking early because it's been hectic at the shop. Like, people are freaking out in town, but everybody's out and about. Sorry, it's a long,
No, this
long
is-
story. I feel
You're
like
actually
you
talking.
should
Well,
hear it.
Well, this is good.
Yeah,
Stop,
let me sit
man.
back
This is
and
good.
relax.
A non-coronavirus shit, a little bit.
I mean,
But anyways,
yeah, okay.
so disappointed, you guys. Like, I was trying to get to work early.
You
and
saw her coming. You're like, oh shit, I can't dodge her, and just what? Blam.
No.
Straight head on.
Well, yeah, because I was stopped. I just got to the stop sign, and I stopped to look both ways before I moved forward. I saw a car coming, but then it looked like she was veering into my lane. I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, person's obviously not watching where they're going, and she rams right into me. So she hits my left? My
Passenger
left,
side.
yeah,
driver's
my
side.
left light bulb or whatever. So it's like punched out. And my car looks so fucking stupid, but it was her fault.
You gonna get paid?
What do you mean? I would have to file my deductible for $500, and then a customer came in and he saw it. Everybody's been telling me like, hey, you should fix your license
You
plate.
don't have to pay the deductible if it's not your fault.
Yeah.
Only if
But
it's
there
your
was no
fault.
police report. The police didn't want to, like, no one was answering their phone lines. They got tired of waiting. They had to leave. I had to go
All you
back
gotta do
to
is get her
work.
information.
Take a picture. And
I did.
send her
I took a
information.
picture of everything, but my insurance is costing me $500 to do the
It's not your
deductible.
fault.
Did
It
you
would not
report
be
it
your
to your
fault.
insurance company?
Yeah, I did. I filed a
And then
claim
what they say?
that I have to pay $500 deductible.
Whoever you're talking to is a fucking retard.
We're gonna help you
Well-
out.
We'll take care of that for you.
Hold me back.
So my car looks fucking stupid, and some lady, like, someone
that.
came to console her, and be like, "Oh, it's an older lady," and I'm looking at them like, okay. So I'm on the phone with the insurance company, and I can hear her saying, she was like in the middle of the street, like to turn right. I was like, if you're merging into this lane, like, there's no reason why you should have been in front of my fucking car, like.
Yeah.
So I'm just listening to the background noise, and I can hear her, and I'm multitasking, and I'm just really pissed off that I can hear her say to the person who's
Taking
help-
her claim.
yeah.
Wow.
and I can hear her saying that. I'm like, and I had to get off the phone. I was like, give
All
me 1
you
second.
have to do-
I was like, dude, don't fucking be telling shit. Like, don't be changing the story. You were like, I was completely stopped. I have my girls in the car. I'm a good driver. I had to get to work on time, like before 8 a.m. So it's really early for my daughters.
So
and
you
I'm
took
driving
pictures
slow.
of the car's position
took-
in the train,
yeah,
in
and
the
they-
lane, and all
they're-
that stuff
yeah.
like that.
That's
She's
that's
trying
the
to say
important
that it
stuff.
was my fault. I was like, you can see the debris from my light bulb is behind the stop sign. Obviously, I was fucking stopped.
Wow.
Like, and she's trying to say that I was ahead of the stop sign. I was like, no, fuck you.
Wait, when she started all that bullshit.
And wait, hold on. So this lady that walks up to like console her, she's one of the neighbors from down the street. Okay, this lady just so happens to live at my uncle's house, who is now deceased, and she just starts saying, "Oh, because I was loud, I was like really upset. I had to be at work before because my grandma wasn't gonna be there. We had nobody using the register but me. So my grandpa's calling me, my grandma's calling me, and I'm like, dude, I'm like, I didn't want to tell them I got into a car accident because I have insurance, I have AAA, but it just turned out
A Mexican with insurance?
What?
full
Damn.
coverage too, baby.
Wow.
Hey, so-
Anyways.
Breaking
So the-
But
stereotypes.
so wait, so this
I'm
lady
listening.
fucking is talking to
the-
this old lady and
okay.
is telling her, I know her family and I know her family and I know it's her fault. And I'm looking at her. I'm like, obviously there's some family drama between my grandmother and my uncle's wife's family who live at his
house, yeah.
at the house, and she's a girlfriend to his stepdaughter.
Damn, she roasted you though.
But just the fact that she's talking about something that has nothing to do with the car accident, I was like,
Right.
get the fuck out of here, bitch. I was like, puta, go do some laps around the mountain like I do. I was like, go get a life. I was like, but this has nothing to do with what's happening right here. She's like, I know your family and I know what type of people you are and blah, blah, blah.
Damn.
I was like, what the fuck does that have to
Roasted.
do with the car accident? So
Wow.
So hey, so
Heated.
here's when you gotta think quick on your feet. In that situation, you gotta get ethnic quick, and you tell the girls everything
I'll let
hurts. Lay down. 911. Get the fire department, paramedics.
see.
The police will be there for sure,
the
and there'll be a
quickness.
police report. Anytime there's kids in the car, shit
That's
happens.
what my grandma. That's what my grandma said. Now I am gonna file the claim, and
Right.
just to fucking milk this shit because it sucks. Like they're sitting there like I'm about to cry. I'm like my car looks like shit. I'm sorry, but this is within 3 months my car's been hit from the side. Someone else on my way home from work after a long fucking day of work just getting rear-ended by 2 cars back to back, and they just both took off. Like I thought they dragged my car a couple of and I got out of the car like I was like shook it up a little bit
And they
shocked.
left.
And to find out, they're like both sped off. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I look at the back of my car and I'm just like, great. Like I have a red side thing on this side,
Damn, the
a
Tokyo
white in the
drift car
back.
that got toe up.
Yeah, my car's just getting beaten down like left and right. Nothing.
So
that
it might
has-
be a little sign.
And if you went out and you bought like a super expensive car, so I mean,
And you
you
waiting
pay
for it to
on
get hit.
none of this should happen. None. It's crazy.
No,
It's nuts.
no, you're just waiting for something to happen
Yeah.
to it. But now you just have the luxury of not fucking caring.
No,
but I mean, you probably still have a little pride in your stuff. A little
I
pride
have
in your
pride in my
ride.
stuff because
Right.
I'm a
That's
good
right.
driver.
So-
And so when people look at the vehicle now,
It
it's like
looks
not
like
only
you
is it a
look
poor
jacked
little
up.
rundown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you
Yeah,
can't
like
drive
you
like
guys
that.
make fun of my car every
But-
signal
Full
segment.
coverage.
I never made
Full
fun of it.
coverage. I don't make fun. I just said.
Okay, it's topic of conversation a lot of times. Like,
I said
oh,
Oh, yeah.
her car's a little.
No, I've
piece of
heard people
shit.
making fun of it. Yes.
Okay, I'm a single mom and I work full time, so
Lives in
for
the
that
trailer.
to happen,
Right.
it's fucking annoying, and it makes me look
But if
even
you
worse
have
than what
pride in
I'm
your
a person.
Yeah, it's unfortunate though. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do,
And the stuff you go through.
and you got to file. You got to go like overboard just to get something very simple accomplished. Like that should be like very easy. If my car gets fixed, I'm not gonna. My kids really aren't hurt, so I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. I'm okay. Whatever. But now,
bitches.
nothing happens. People are lying. They're not being truthful about it. Well, now motherfuckers got to pay.
Look, it doesn't even end there. This lady, who lives at my uncle's house, was like threatening me. She's like, I know everybody on this block and they hate your family, and I will make it look like you
the deuce?
were to blame for this. And I was
Wow.
like, what? And I just sat there like, are you fucking kidding me? And she's talking shit about my family so much. I can hear her while I'm on the phone with the insurance company, and I'm heated, dude. Like, this is not the first time. I hate person after person. My ex-boyfriend, my own family members, people tell me, like, my kid's dad all tell me, hey, they bring up other people in my family and say,
Right.
I know you're just like them. It's like, what does anybody in my family have to do with me as a person? You're just mad that you can't jab at me because I'm very just blunt, straight to the point, and people don't like that about me. So it's like, okay, you got to bring in my family members to,
Wow, that's
it's.
hardcore.
That's some crazy
I've
shit.
had a rough 2 weeks, dude.
Me.
Cheers to
Cheers.
bullshit.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, too bad you can't wear a shirt that says under new management. You know, like the business fucking.
I've been a mess. I just like
Mess.
I've been like crying.
Clothes for reparations.
Yeah, it's fucking. That's messed up. There's
My car looks like shit.
well,
And then customers are like, Evelyn, you should fix your license plate. It's broken down and it's gonna fall off. I'm like, yes, I fucking know. Like, what do you want me to do about it? Someone hit my car. Like, get off me.
Is it flapping in the wind?
I don't fucking know. I can't look at it when I'm driving, but I assume so.
I'm mad, man.
Knowing me.
Dang it.
well, be careful driving so you don't get stopped.
Yeah.
I'm gonna replace the headlight. Yeah.
Like, ma'am, you're not supposed to drive this piece of crap on our freeway.
Really pissed off about like
Does smell
trying to have
bad.
a good normal day, going into work extra early, and then
So
hit
here,
with the deductible.
here's a prime example. Not to be a, what do they call that? Naysayer or whatever, but so much for this positive thinking shit.
I'm still positive. Like,
Optimistic.
I understand, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, so much.
Like, where does it get you? Like, you are the, if there was a poster of positive thinker, you'd probably be on it.
I mean, if she was like
really?
a pincushion for
But
every
see,
bad thing.
wait.
to
So at
happen.
the end of the day, I reflected
that- take
upon
that- take that
the whole
reference back.
situation,
Uh-huh.
and the
Did you
lady.
find
Everything was
$5?
cool between me and the lady who got into a car accident. It wasn't that like she could hear me upset as soon as it just happened, But as soon as this lady came in and gave her 2 cents, like things got. It's like I just exploded. So at the end, when I was leaving, it was like.
Yeah.
Just getting into it. Yeah.
Sana.
I don't even want to talk about it. I'm just so
Now
upset.
you're mad
yeah.
now. She's
Because there was just so much that this lady said about my family, and she threatened me so bad that I was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
crazy,
that
crazy.
And she didn't have nothing to do with it,
little,
actually.
little bit of nothing to do
And
with.
yeah, and oh,
Wow.
It's one of those that just wants to
Now
jump
it's-
in and
you should have seen
throw
my
a couple
grandma though. When I told my
putazos.
grandma, she's like, you better not. She's like, oh, just they're mad that I didn't pay for my brother's funeral costs when I pay for a lot of people. I've paid for a lot of funeral, like throughout my grandma's family members who have passed away in Mexico, and just other employees of ours, and so it's like they're upset. But I know my brother left behind like half of the house is his, and he left behind 2 vehicles and everything, that all his equipment that he owns for being a mechanic, like those are all worth something. So for the fact that they want to make me pay for it, like I just expanded my restaurant, and they just want to use, a lot of people just want to use my grandmother. She's so sweet. But just the fact that this lady said this, it's like, dude, I see my grandmother killing herself day and night. She works 16-hour shifts to hold that shit down, and all of our customers love us. Like right now, everybody's appreciating the fact that we're still open. They're like, thank you. They're willing to pay the extra $2 that it's costing us to stay open with. Like merchants don't want to sell us but 2 boxes of, tortilla bags. Dude, we usually buy 70 packets. We're only limited to buying 2 Monday and Friday. So that's a total of 4 packets of tortillas. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So it's getting scary to where, like, we're feeling it. And we have to take stuff home because you never know who's going to come in there and just panic,
right.
rob
Breaking the
everything.
joint.
So
Right.
it's,
I
don't know.
There's been some reports of some home burglaries. Not haven't been any no home raids, but yeah, there's been some home burglaries already.
But why? Why?
The
Because
sheriff's already stepped down and said there's nothing they can do about small crimes. You gotta
But that's
handle your
because
own.
of the kind of reporting that's going on nowadays. And it's too much. It's unnecessary. And we need to focus on the positive. Like you said, at the end of the day, I did
but he was
reflect.
making
And
fun of it, though.
I know. But at the end of the day, you just have to
Make it
realize
light.
what you have.
Make it lifted, levity.
And I shouldn't have let this stupid lady who doesn't even
drag
know
you
myself
out,
and my
drag you
family.
down.
I shouldn't have let it
Right.
get to me because I was crying. I was bawling to my grandma, and she's like, "Oh, she doesn't know who she fucking messed with."
Uh-oh, it's on like Donkey Kong.
She killed your buzz.
She killed my lights.
Damn.
She tried to pug up and lose me, pug up my lose.
Family
So anyway,
trauma.
so the idea is, the idea is to possibly. I mean, we're probably going to change as we go, but let's see if we can bring some comedy directly to you, since you can't go out. So any comics that want to come in,
Keep it under 10.
any whatever.
Can you sound any happier?
Well, no, that's
No.
pretty much it. And then anybody that wants to come in the show,
Does
we're
anybody
gonna
want to
hang
come
out.
on the show?
But we can only
No
limit
one.
it to
No one's fucking calling in.
less than 10.
10?
Yeah.
Here's something. I mean, maybe people are doing social distancing, and some people are actually locked down and everything. They're not watching their YouTube. They're not on their social media.
What the
They're-
fuck else are they doing?
They're
There's
boning.
nothing on
porn.
TV.
They're
Reading.
boning,
Dude,
bone
there's
in,
only so
bone out.
much boning they could do. Most people,
Good for 5 minutes.
it's not. Fuck, they're lucky if it's 5 minutes.
Everyone's been grateful about being able to eat at the shop, though. Like
Yeah.
everyone's
How
taking
is that
out.
possible? Taking out.
Well, no one's
Officially
enforcing it,
take out.
So
you
we're
guys are still open.
yeah, we're still open, and we're allowing both of our sections to be fully taken up if they want to. And people are just looking at each other. Like I'm telling you, the ambiance in the room is just very weird and different. Like all our customers are just like in this
Yeah, 'cause they're not used to
no one's
breaking the
talking
law.
about it.
They're like, we better hurry up
But
before the cops
Look,
come.
I've been telling people, look, you need to listen. You need to read up on your laws because unless we get forcibly removed out of here, we are going to continue to remain open. And I'm sorry, like.
Have you ever been arrested for eating a taco? Today might be the first day.
But yeah, everybody's just thankful they can
That's
sit
awesome.
down and act normal and not feel afraid. And
The
but
cops
you
are here.
can
Don't
see
look.
the
Don't
relief
look.
in their faces, just like getting to do one normal thing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm trying to keep everybody calm, but when people rub me the wrong way, I mean, you know me, I'm just very real.
Yeah, no, I see.
And
Like
so-
I saw Anita's restaurant still open. They got the open light on. I was like, but they're
But
a
are they
closed restaurant.
serving people inside?
Well, it's a closed restaurant, and so I know they're not known for their to-go plates.
Oh, and people are still going in there?
Yeah, they're spaced out. I saw Chili's open.
Yeah,
People have been
Chili's
so
is
sweet.
spaced out too. They got a table in between each people.
Each person.
But they did rack up our prices like dramatically, and
What you mean?
yeah, like what we, like let's say we pay $25 for a box or a bag of rice, and beans.
Right.
We're
Oh, no,
paying
it's
$80
80 now,
right
yeah.
now.
Wow.
Wow! And now to run our restaurant, we buy multiple of these items in a week. So I'm thinking,
With the
like,
hopes we can sell it.
and
make a
they're
profit.
limiting us.
Oh,
So I'm
yeah.
like, oh, okay, how are we supposed to supply everyone? But it's been I don't know.
You know who
Had
they're
a good
blaming
flow.
for the whole thing, right?
Who are they blaming?
That's getting the brunt of China, of course, but the millennials.
They're blaming the millennials.
They
'cause
say
don't know how to
that
cook.
the millennials were told that it's only old people, so they're like, fuck it, let's party.
Yeah.
And so they've been out partying, and the millennials are the largest group, basically alive.
But my grandmother's Mexican, and she has that "we are going to stay open" mentality,
long.
like until they remove us. Which maybe I shouldn't have said. Like they can't make us close, Grandma. If not, she's been like, if my uncle would have talked her down into closing, she would have closed already. But since that hasn't happened, I told her, I was like, Grandma,
Well,
unless
see, it's the worst thing that can happen is
unless
just come
someone
and shut you down,
federally
shut you
comes
down.
in there, a federal agent can shut you down, but not
yeah.
the local police station. And we're only being advised. We're not.
yeah, you're being advised.
We're
you're being
not-
suggested.
Well, they said
Yes,
to go. you
it's an
need to go.
advisory. But I mean, read up on your laws, people. You
And they
can go
also-
out.
They also said initially when they were talking
I'm not
about
trying to
closing
be a rebel.
They're saying
places,
I
they were
understand.
saying that it was not
it's voluntary.
mandatory.
Yeah, it's saying voluntary.
Yeah.
But people are freaking out and buying shit. And so it's costing us a lot of money to stay open. And it's ridiculous because we're still expected to pay rent.
Yeah.
We just expanded our shop. So it's like, what the fuck? And
At least you
telling
can't get
people to go
evicted.
home. Yeah, and this is a shitty
How
thing
about
about
that
my grandmother. It's
stimulus
like,
package, huh?
she wants to live at the shop. She's like, well, if my whole family's going to come and stay right here because this is where we have our food and, like, this is where we're going to survive.
We're gonna-
She's like,
We're gonna live in like zombie land. We're gonna go where the food is.
Yeah, so there's a lot of information coming out, and who knows what is true and what the real reasons for it are. But we just have to keep on
how
doing
much
what
is
we're doing.
real?
You know,
Yeah, what is real? How much of it is real?
right. It's like everything. You
But
know.
what we need to do to not lower our immune system is panic and stress out because that could
Because that
really,
really
lower
jacks you
your immune system.
absolutely.
And nobody wants that because we don't want to be susceptible to this virus.
So even with the lockdown in San Francisco, they're actually allowing people to go hiking.
see, that's
to
what
get out
I
and
thought about
hike.
that too. I was like, what if they do like martial law and people are patrolling streets
already
and
are.
shit and
Just hit the go.
I want to
to
go
Wood.
hiking up my
Wood.
trail
I'm
like I
gonna go
normally
Burwood.
do.
I'm gonna
I
go
would
to Burwood.
I would go
Just-
nuts if they said no.
You cannot go. Here, no. H2O. Take your ass
Please
back at
don't
home.
go.
Please don't
Something
go.
like that.
Anyway, we're gonna be here.
Every Wednesday night.
Nah, no. If they shut us down, I gotta let go.
Right.
I gotta.
Yeah, we'll be here as long as they allow us to be here.
And then as we do recovery and we try to get ourselves back and going, the whole pending depression
Future of
or
our-
pending recession.
Corporate
we'll-
America has come to a screeching halt.
Hey, DT already said don't trip.
Don't trip. It's gonna be okay. This is
Everything
just
gonna be all right.
every little thing. It's gonna be.
We're not going to give up any
alright.
pedophiles.
So
Are we not allowed to talk
bailouts
about
are
that?
coming.
Got a little. Everybody's mad about the amount. They're not
California
sure the amount.
restaurants are gonna get a bailout.
More than
Grandma.
likely. More than likely. Grandma, hang tight, Grandma.
Our landlord is like, hey, did you fill out one of those paperwork yet? I'm like, but you know my grandma doesn't know anything about like
I just
filing
own
shit.
it.
So she's like, can you find out about what we need to, you know? I'm just like, yes, grandma. Yes.
Gotta get that. You gotta get that.
Yeah.
Gotta get it. Stay on it. Because if they say they're gonna do it and they don't, that's when you're like, I got the paperwork.
Yeah.
Like the
Well,
day
you
it
have
was
to hold them to
announced,
it.
all the comics that say they lost work were filing their claims in unemployment, like, bam, right away.
And those fools never even had to work.
Well, that was a cycle. So
Are you upset because you just did your open mic and
No.
you could have been on that?
I'm cool.
Been on that Trump money?
When they've done the
As
unemployment
As long as you
list,
didn't say not my president, you're good.
Nice.
Yeah, all the fuckers. That's the funny part. Do all these jokes, do all this shit, talk about how he's not my president, and all that, but you're right there. Where's mine?
Well, no, I'm kind of pissed off that Boeing is
At the
already
end of the
with
day,
the numbers
Epstein
that
didn't kill himself.
they're trying to get already, and they received a different
Boeing the air?
Boeing Air.
Air?
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah. They-
What-
Boeing Air.
So what are you shocked about?
that they're getting so much money. Right
They're
off
already
the
getting
jump.
bailout money for their planes crashing, which doesn't make any sense to me. If you make a faulty product,
You just told me to milk the
Hello?
cow about the car accident.
No,
Why
I'm
wouldn't
saying-
Boeing? That's a
I'm
smart.
saying you have to sometimes
These are lawyers telling you what to
go
do.
extreme
How
on
to
it.
play the cards.
But like Boeing made a product and it was not right.
They blame it on the software. They blame
Oh,
it
wow.
on
And it
whatever.
fucking crashed, and then here, sorry about your luck. What the fuck, Sometimes, I don't know. We
And
get
my,
bailouts
my
for the
guess
wrong
is
reasons.
my guess is that money went to the higher ups. Nobody that's in R&D, no one that fixed the software, no one that retooled all the planes and all the workers. They get pissed on. That money went to the upper and the higher echelon.
Because the CEOs.
Normally, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know anything about Boeing, so I can't comment.
But
My bad.
Wherever the problem started is not where the money was going. And the money went to the CEOs, and now they're up with their hands open.
30 years of doing it, and 10 years of flying high. and
Hey,
all
they
of a
say
sudden
work
it
smarter, not
stopped.
harder. So
It's good.
Are you done? You call
I
quits?
am. I'm in
Yeah.
I'm in
Quit.
a lot of pain.
All right.
I'm on fucking deathbed. That's why I'm not showing a whole
Not as
lot
chirpy?
of excitement.
No rants.
No.
Well, he hasn't been out in public, so he's daddy daycare.
Correct.
I've been
He's
sleeping,
Aw.
sleeping.
Dad, please stop. And it stops. So there's not much there. Don't. I mean, there's.
Hope to see you next Wednesday.
Yeah.
We'll hope we'll see you
But
next
this is
Wednesday.
cool, too.
We try to get.
Hey, keep your head up.
All right. Keep your head up. Go ahead.
I
you
bought
wanna
this
lead
at the
in?
men's department at the Goodwill, and it cost me,
$3.
I want to say, no more than $14. And some lady was trying to steal it out of my cart. I was like, bitch. I was like, don't you see this? It's in my cart. Like, I'm taking it home with me. She's like, oh, I didn't know if you wanted it. I just looked at her. I was like,
It's off the hanger in my cart.
you're lucky I have a big ass mouth to defend myself.
Bitch. I made it sound like a siren. Bitch.
Exactly.
Actually, that's pretty dope. I would spend $14 on that.
Bitch,
Right
like,
there.
you know
in
what?
the ge- are you in
After
the
this
ghetto?
jacket, I even told my daughter the other day, we are going to start designing some secret pocket jackets
Look at the interior.
with mine
It's
and
the
my
same color
daughter's
as our
names.
walls.
Because my daughters love it, and I love it, and I
What
even
kind
told,
is it?
I looked it up too. I don't remember. Anyways,
It's the same
fucking
color as
secret
our walls.
pockets.
That's what
I
they-
love
you have a
it.
problem with the color of our walls, but it's the same color as our walls.
This is red, okay? Look it, just as red as my
This is
dirty
burnt.
ass shoes.
This is burnt.
This.
Burnt.
Burnt.
That's burnt.
Burnt orange.
Did you pick the
Boom.
color? Is that why you're upset?
But do you know
No,
what
I
that
don't.
official color is?
Do I know what this official color
The
I'm
is?
about to
official
clear
name of
this
that
room.
color.
It's a beautiful, beautiful
You
color.
said you. What?
Chinese red.
Dun, 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 dun,
I don't
dun.
know. Sherman Williams calls it Chinese red.
Dun, 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 dun.
So this week, every week, we get together.
Well,
till we
Wednesdays?
knew. Till we
Wednesdays, until we hear any different, tune in Wednesdays, 8 o'clock, for your update on the coronavirus. And not so much. And what else? Whatever. Hopefully, we'll have a little stand up. People can laugh instead of cry. And have some fun on Wednesdays.
Alright.
Anyway, hopefully, all this shit's over with soon.
I've been doing Facebook Live open mics. I haven't been doing them regularly, but I did one. And Steve, he's called into the show. He's been doing them every other day. And
Do you
he's-
record them?
Well, they go on Facebook Live.
Adam
so
Richmond's doing some too.
those Facebook Live open
Posting
mics.
some stuff.
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
post it. He'll be like Guy Murray was live 10 hours ago, and you watch like
I'm gonna do
whatever,
this.
however
Yeah, let me
long
do this. Yeah.
segment. Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. I try to keep it down to 20 minutes. So just talk to the crowd real
Yeah,
quick and then
but
do a
I've
quick set.
seen that,
I've
yeah.
done nothing.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks for
Yeah.
doing your part, Rick. Thanks for
Alright.
doing your part.
It's good. Me too.
Until next week, folks.
See ya.
Oh, oh, oh. Shit's getting weak.
Keep hitting my car. I will roll out. Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
So I'm definitely getting a ride home from you, Guy, because